Hey guys, Petzergling and Daz here, bringing you the Lost Saga MSL Round of 32 Group C. This is Tempest and Iris. This is Group C. And Iris really disappointed me in the last series. I mean, he just kind of went with a retarded 2-factory starport super aggression build, which I guess wouldn't really put it past him, but it really wasn't too effective. I mean, it was stopped by Jangbi's 1-gate range, and he's, although Tempest is not the caliber player that Jangbi is, I think Iris is still going to need to step his play up if he wants to get out of this group, and I'm really interested to see what kind of builds that Fantasy has prepared for TVT. I mean, just seeing the very strange build that he played versus Jangbi and the very harassment-oriented build he played versus Tempest, I'd have to imagine that he has, and knowing that Iris is the only Terran, he has to have a real special build prepared for Iris. So, just because I'm an Iris fan and, Fantasy's been playing really innovative this series, I'm looking forward to Iris winning, and I'm looking forward to a really good TVT coming up. But, I mean, in order for that to happen, Iris, once again, is going to have to step his game up. Tempest, not the best player, but, not the worst player. So, however, this actually hurts me a lot to say this, but I'm actually going to say that this is probably an even matchup, just the way that Iris has been playing, and just for sinking 2-1-0. So once again on Neo Harmony, somewhat of a Terran favored map, so a little bit of help on Iris's side. But what do you think about the outcome of this game so far?
I have to give the edge to Iris. Yes, I mean, he was really sloppy in the first game, but I mean, I just think I have a really high opinion of Iris. I really think he's a really good player. And Tempest, I think looked worse in the game that he lost than Iris did in the game that he lost. Although both made some pretty big mistakes. I'm gonna pick Iris. I hope Iris wins too. Like I think he is gonna win. I hope he is gonna win. I do want to see an exciting TVT between Iris and Fantasy. It's probably going to be some pretty epic. And I also want to see Iris move out of the group, so I'm cheering for Iris. It is probably a pretty even game, though. I mean, I'm picking Iris just based on what I know he's been able to do in the past, but based on their recent performances, it's pretty much totally up in the air. I think Tempest is a really good Protoss player in the sense of his upside. He's got a great upside. Like, he's got some good game sense sometimes. He's got great macro, but a lot of the time he can't put it together. He'll make dumb mistakes. He'll have really sloppy play. So, I mean, you really never know what you're going to get with Tempest. Hopefully he plays well here, but I still have to give the edge overall to Iris, especially seeing that the map is in his favor. Although I don't think it's a big difference. I can't see anything about this map that would lead me to believe that Terran dominates on it. Probably just a slight edge from the fact that you have a pretty easily defendable natural. It has an opening there to vulture harass, and that's probably, and a lot of high ground spread over the map. So that's probably what makes it slightly Terran favored. I mean, so they're both opening up with a standard build too. Oh no, he's actually going for the 14 next.
14 next.
I think that might have been. Yeah, I think that might have been why Fantasy chose to do the forward barracks last game, maybe just in case of a 14 next so he can put on some marine pressure. That's the only thing that I've been able to come up with so far, or that I think you actually mentioned that earlier, but I really think that makes sense. It's, you know what though, these positions are not working out. I mean, you're much safer doing a 14x in cross positions. If Iris goes for a really aggressive build here, it's probably going to work out in his favor. He's probably going to do some damage.
It's one thing to have a Terran player next to you, but I mean, probably this is like the least favorable positions you could have in the history of StarCraft, going for an early Nexus right next to Iris, like out of every single player. I don't think going off of I don't think he's gonna play aggressive. I don't know if that game plan's really gonna work for Tempest. I don't think Iris has ever not played aggressive ever in his entire life. So I mean, Iris looking really similar to what he did last time, although he's only got one SCV on gas, and there's no probe in his base, which indicates he's actually gonna go for a standard expansion build, which completely shocks me, and it looks like a cybernetics core and a second gateway going down for Tempest. So pretty standard. Needs to get his gateway count up, needs to get his tech right back caught up to Iris's because he went for that early Nexus. And Iris, you know, this really hurts to see this. I mean, as a Terran player, this is the most frustrating thing when you play on a big map where Protoss are known to go for the 12 next and you get a last scout. I mean, there's absolutely no way that he can go for some sort of SCB all-in just on the length of time that it's going to take to get to his base. And it looks like Iris is throwing down the CC, so he's really going to have to take a hit here. And I don't know, it's really difficult to go for a 110 push off of a Protoss that went for a early Nexus, which is something that Iris likes to do. You know, when he plays a 2-base versus 2 or 3-base Protoss, he likes to go for that 110 plus 1 really fast push. And it's, I mean, I've seen it take down the best. I've seen it, just like you said. He took out Stork with 2 consecutive or 3 consecutive 2-factory builds, and I've seen you know, once again, I've seen Iris just take down so many good players. You know, excellent games versus Bisu. I know for a fact that Iris took out an excellent Protoss player. I believe it was Bisu in the last MSL. You know, it was a group stages like this, so he didn't exactly eliminate him, but I mean, it's just going to be real difficult to play Iris' style of play here. And now Iris is probably, you know, face-palming here, realize he's like, he doesn't know what to do. I mean, he's really going to have to put on the pressure, but really I think, although it really puts Iris out of his comfort zone at this point, I think the best option would be to throw down some tanks and get mines after siege and go for a double expansion here, because I don't think he's going to be able to put on any pressure against Tempest whatsoever.
No, he's not going to do anything with this army that's coming out here. I don't even know why he's sending this out. I mean, it's basically going to... Okay, thank God he didn't actually send it out. Oh, wow, going for DTs. You know, I don't think that that's a good idea. It's just going to be too late. I mean, Iris is probably going to turret up. I mean, who knows what he's doing with this? Maybe he's going for a quick leg speed. If he goes DTs this late without having a shuttle to drop them, it's probably a mistake. I can't imagine that Iris is not going to build a turret in his natural this late into the game. As far as what Iris should do now at this point, I mean, he's definitely behind in the game. He has really 2 options. He has to either take a little pot shot of the whole position. Goon. Oh man, he's going to run into the mine. I
love Iris so much.
What a ball.
I knew that was coming too. I saw that shot and I just laughed. I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry.
That was really cute. I don't even... Okay, what was I saying? The cuteness by
Dark Templar, they're really good at the game.
I mean, he has mines up. I don't know what Tempest is planning to do with these slow Dark Templar. The engineering bay is a little late, but I mean, if he builds a turret right away, it's going to be well in time. And just the fact that, okay, he's just running into mines now. I don't know what... Okay, I guess he's trying to clear mines for his DTs. But I mean... He's got to realize that this point in the game,
4 gate Dark Templar. This is the strongest build I've ever seen. He just needs 2 gateways proxied in the middle of the map to go for a 6 Dark Templar timing attack. It'd really probably be the best build in Protoss history.
Man. Still fucking clearing mines with Zealots. I mean, this is... Iris is gonna start to smell something funny when he realizes that a pro gamer is just running fucking Zealots into mines this late into the game. Oh man, he's going for a 4 DT bust. This is
a nice move though. I mean, Iris is producing so many vultures. Like, Tempest actually, for some reason, didn't pick off any tanks, but he got, looks like 4 vultures in total. And there's my favorite unit in the game, the Dark Templar. Looks like he didn't even bother to run him past. He just attack moved right into those units.
This might actually
he's only got 1 turret. Wow, he needs to use the SCVs to block the turret. Wow, nice micro there from Iris, just capitalizing on Tempest. I mean, he's going for the turret, and he's gonna get the...
Well done,
wow, he gets every single Dark Templar. Man. Wow, that was just... no! 4
DTs.
4 gate mark.
I love it. Tempest, you're right here.
He's so
totally
strong.
Gets the turret. Oh,
he's pretty much mastered the Protoss phase.
What a crazy build by Tempest. I can't believe that this is working. I mean, this is just a what a wild build. 4 gate Dark Templar, mid-game push. Oh, he's going to get all of these tanks here. What a crazy strategy. Oh man, there's 1 fucking vulture in there just taking pot shots. It's got 4 kills so far. Tempest is so busy microing his Dark Templars. Oh wow.
He's not
what a
though.
crazy
He's tag
fucking
moving.
build. He just- I don't know what he's doing then. He's microing something. Oh man, running into more mines here.
I think you should go back to
that
Dark
was
Templars. I don't
nuts.
know what those Dragoons are starting. 2 base Arbiter.
He's going for Stargate and Robo at the same
I
time.
think Tempest thinks he's fantasy. I think the players in this group are just so confused right now. Tempest
This
is
has
trying to
gotta be
play a
some of the
fantasy
craziest
style
games we've seen.
PvT, and wow, so trying to settle down here. I mean, it looks like Tempest may go for a normal build, except his Stargate is up before his robotics facility, which I would consider
Nothing really
a little bit
normal about that.
non-standard.
Yeah, really.
And, you know, one thing I guess he did capitalize off of Iris is that he went for mines first. Like, I'm pretty sure no Terran does that anymore except me and Iris. I mean, everyone else goes for siege mode expand just because they can get the expansion